At this point, how much of an opportunity is this for him now?
Yeah, it's really a great opportunity for him, and one in which he's capable, athletic enough to play both right and left, and a lot like Kyler, where Kyler has a lot of flexibility to what he can do. This spring has been spent with the emphasis of him really working at the one spot, being Kyler. Brett bumping over to right. He played left in high school, and I think he's really transitioned well with the right spot right now and just staying there. As we progress through spring, I'll end up getting him some more work over at left, just so he is able to take sets there. But there's definitely a lot of things that's been encouraging by him.
Talking about those guys growing, I wanted to ask you just about the general idea of redshirting. You've got three guys that you wouldn't have next year, I guess, if they hadn't redshirted at some point. The offensive line is still a position where you see that more than anywhere else anymore.
The philosophy that we have is, when guys come in, they've got to answer two questions. They got to be able to handle the game physically and mentally. And, I don't even know exactly what the statistic is for freshman linemen that do play. But point being is that if a guy physically can hold up and mentally understands it, he's going to have a chance to help us or help anyone. If he struggles physically, he's answered one part of the question in which he's not going to be able to hold up. If a guy's really just a step behind mentally, again, too. So, that's why a guy like Ja'Shawn Robertson was such a great addition, because he could answer both, and he's different that way. Coleman Thomas as well. However, he had to play at the tackle spot, which was a bigger jump for him from that standpoint. But that's the biggest thing for me personally, is when I see a guy playing right now, I say, physically, can he hold up? Mentally, can he do it?
But do you ask yourself, what would Ja'Shawn be like last year versus when he's 23 years old or whatever?
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's the time does go by fast. His body's taking a lot of reps. Tuesday he took 33 reps. He took the most reps of us up front, and Coach Jones is, he's very strict on the amount of reps that guys take, of us having a count that way. And here he played really every rep last year. So it's a matter of really getting some other guys some more work in there. Not taking it away from him, but knowing the toll on your body and all. But you're exactly right. If he would have a year of redshirt, there's no telling what could happen, as far as just another year for him. But he's one of those guys, he would get bored. He needed to be accelerated. He really did.
Thank you.
Yep.
How has Brett Kendrick progressed from fall to now?
He's been playing a lot more consistent. His style of play has improved, and his goal this week was to finish more, finish blocks more. So we'll see more of today's film tomorrow, exactly what he did. But Tuesday he took strides in that. He's been very consistent with his pass sets. His understanding of the game and the speed in which he's playing is a lot faster. Right now he's doing some things that I'm really excited about his play.
He said that the linemen are getting double teamed by you and Coach DeBoard quite a bit, and he's excited about that.
Yeah,
that seems to be working well.
It does. It's just you can never have enough eyes on the offensive line, from stance, steps, footwork, landmarks, all that. So I think as linemen, there's the excitement, myself included, that when the offensive coordinator is that much involved, and again too, just the fact that he coached the position. So there's that part of it where his voice comes into play, and exactly what we do. So that's been fun, and I love it. I love right now where we're at in terms of the developing and the growing stages. We got a ways to go, but I like the impact that Coach DeBoard is having with us, and again, having coached the position, it makes it that much more of a work in progress.
Don, how do you balance moving guys around versus a guy you think maybe he needs to lock in at one spot? Is spring always about moving guys around regardless, or how do you balance that?
I really pretty much, the biggest thing is the classification of guys. Obviously, younger guys, you want to kind of have them just really focus in on one position. some guys that have some experience under their belt of being a little bit more, you know, multi-positions, playing, you know, Austin Sanders, having to play left guard and right guard. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Brett Kendrick playing both left and right tackle. He's got to be mentally at the point where he's able to handle that, and then also the demands of his stance, his footwork, and all that. So I think you pick and choose guys like Dontavius Blair, focus just completely on left. That's where, you know, Coach Jones talks about it. Sometimes if you take a guy, for example, let's say Cam Sutton comes in as a freshman. He's a DB. He's in these particular packages defensively that we have. He's on kickoff return. He's on punt return. He's on kickoff. There's a lot of things that pile up on guys' plates that, like Coach will talk about, is don't overload some guys too much. So I think it's just a matter of picking and choosing what guys fit that, and then really just focusing on them getting good at one spot, knowing who your flexible guys are that can help you at some different spots.
Do you feel more